What about the alt-left that came charging at the, as you say, the alt-right? Do they have any semblance of guilt?
President Donald Trump blaming the so-called alt-left for its response to white supremacist marchers, sometimes labeled as the alt-right. Heather, I'll start with you. What about the so-called Antifa, another label for that group, anti-fascists? What role do they play in this violence, and how might they show up on Tuesday?
I mean, first, I think it's disingenuous to even label what are groups that are concerned with self-defense as violent. I mean, we all saw the footage from Charlottesville, and we saw all of those neo-Nazis armed to the teeth parading around a town with torches, beating individuals. They were injecting a whole lot of violence in that community. And part of responding to that level of violence and part of defending yourself is being able to meet that. And so I don't want to engage in this argument where we're like, yeah, both sides were violent. No, one was defending the community and defending themselves, and one was preaching genocide. Those are two totally different things.
Petra, you're a veteran of many marches, activism. What is the appropriate response to that to a group that is getting out of hand and worse?
I think we need to be able to protect everyone inside of that venue, and I think we're going to be looking for that on Tuesday. I also do think that, again, it is about what message people are trying to make, and if somebody is trying to really hit hard on hatred, how do you push back? So there has to be a way to push back. And
is it a physical way, a violent way?
No, it should never be a violent way. It should never, and Tuesday should not be about that. There should be room for everyone to have their say, but there should be no violence.
If Arpaio is pardoned, can you control the anger? Or I'll put it all on you, but can that anger be controlled?
No.
No. How worried are you?
Very worried.
Reverend Walton?
Well, let's go back to the so-called alt-left. Again, this is the president making up things and making dog whistles to appeal to his base by calling it the so-called alt-left. Let's be clear. The alt-right is nothing but a new name for racists. Let's be perfectly clear. We have white nationalists that are preaching genocide, that are armed to the teeth for violent confrontation. And so when you have a group that is standing up and saying, we are here to defend the people, Mr. Trump is demonizing it and proclaiming it as evil, which will sway the community to say that this is wrong. As it pertains to Phoenix here on Tuesday, we are praying for a peaceful protest. We are praying for peaceful dialogue, if you will. However, if that does not happen, we are asking people to defend themselves to the level that is necessary. These people, and we've all been in protests where people have shown up with AR-15s, where people have shown up and been screaming blood and soil, which is a Nazi reference, which is basically saying we are here to take your rights away. We are here to intimidate you. And unfortunately, that cannot happen. We cannot allow that to happen.
What does that mean when you say we cannot allow that to happen? How do you not allow that to happen?
How we do not allow that to happen is that we show up in force, and that we show up in numbers, and we show up with being the voice that says this is not okay. We are not okay with hatred. We are here as Americans. We are here to stand up and say Joe Arpaio is wrong, Mr. Trump, you are wrong, and that your violence and your rhetoric cannot happen in the streets of Phoenix.
Heather, what do you want to see happen on Tuesday?
I mean, I hope that everyone stays safe and that everyone is able to go out and speak their truth and protest this president. If he comes, actually, that would be the hope. I hope he doesn't come. I hope he doesn't come. If he does, I hope everyone is able to stay safe.
Petra? A lot of newcomers are planning to be there.
Protesting is part of our democracy. Protesting is part of our freedoms. and it only should be one part of how we conduct business in our communities, in our country. And so besides protesting, I encourage people to think about what else we can be doing that day. We need to be educating the community. We need to be registering people to vote. We should be making sure that we are expanding the effort on Tuesday beyond Tuesday. Let's just not think about Tuesday as a one-day event.
Reginald Walton, 30 seconds, last word, please.
Last thing that I would hope is that Mr. Trump would understand that his stance is wrong, that his vitriol and the seeds that he has sown of hatred are wrong, and that he would take a look at history and really understand that Confederate monuments and standing up in support of white supremacy and racism and neo-Nazism is wrong. And I would hope that Tuesday finds us in a place of peace, and that Tuesday finds us in a place where we can come and really begin to start the healing process.
All right. Reverend Reginald Walton, Petra Falcone, Heather Hamill, thanks so much for joining us, and I back you up 100%. Peace on Tuesday, please. You can see all of our Sunday Square Off coverage on 12news.com or on our YouTube channel. You can also reach me anytime on Facebook or email me at bresnick@12news.com. Follow me on Twitter, and there's our video. I jumped ahead. You can see all of our coverage on 12news.com or on our YouTube channel, 12news.com/YouTube. That's our show for this week. Thanks very much to all of our guests. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you back here next weekend for another round of Sunday Square Off.